Hey guys, it's D-Money-Balla, and this is my Chromebook. I love it a lot. And in this video I'm going to break down why I enjoy using my Chromebook. This is the Chromebook that my wife bought before she even met me. And when we were dating, I teased her because she thought she could do everything that she needed to with just a little Chromebook. And I said, how can you do everything you need to do with just a web browser? All it can do is run Google Chrome. I was wrong. Now that we're married, I have taken over using this Chromebook and I use it way more than my wife does. I really enjoy how portable it is. It weighs in at just 2.38 pounds and the screen grid's incredibly bright. That means I can use this in the car, outside, wherever I am. It's easy to move and the charger doesn't weigh very much. Compared to my 15.6-inch HP Spectre that has a 90-watt charging brick and a mouse that I like to lug around with it, this is way easier to move around. I find it's capable of meeting 95% of my computing needs. I say this because it's not very good with Docker containers and editing 4K video. It's just not going to be able to do it. It's got 4 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of internal storage, and an ARM processor, so it's not a powerhouse, but the battery does last around 4 to 6 hours, and I genuinely enjoy using it. It's just got a really nice feel. You can flip it over into tablet mode. It comes with a nice little pen. It only has 2 USB ports and they're both USB-C, but I don't really plug a lot of stuff into my Chromebook. But it does also come with a SD card adapter if I want to put a micro SD card in there and bump up my storage. I mostly use this as a web browser, and let me explain what I mean by that. You know how when you ever look up a recipe on your phone, there's a bunch of pop-ups you can never get to the recipe? I use this instead. It's a very cheap computer. I don't have to worry about being out $1,000 if I spill something on it. It's like maybe $200 to replace this bad boy, and it's just very light. It's touchscreen, and it's just something I don't have to worry about working. It just seems to be always on when I open it up, because the boot process is very quick, it's a very lightweight operating system, and it's a pleasure to use. This Chromebook and on many other Chromebooks you can enable Linux. And basically that gives you a Linux virtual machine that you can use to run Linux apps, and it really greatly enhances what you can do with this Chromebook. You get a whole terminal, you can do whatever you need to. I've installed the GNOME Software Center so that I have that GUI I can go into and just use it just like the Google Play Store. Between the Android apps or the Chrome OS apps and the Linux applications and everything I can do in the web browser, I feel like this is a very complete package. And if you are wondering about software, you can usually find something on the Play Store or on an open source Linux thing that will run perfectly well on a Chromebook. And that makes it seem like it can do a lot more than you would imagine it could initially. In summation, this Chromebook and Chromebooks are a wonderful use of cheap hardware that can actually get good computing done. I am hopeful to see what Google will do with the operating system. I've heard they're going to do some AirDrop-like features with your Android phones, and that may be coming soon, but we know that this has been a pleasure to use, and I genuinely enjoy using this Chromebook. If you were wondering about getting a Chromebook, I would say do your research, find a good one, and you probably will not regret it because it's not a very expensive computer to buy, and it's very good to use. If you've liked this video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and have a great evening.